Hello everyone, welcome to the Intel Teach Essential Course 2014. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Hoai Bach, and today I'm going to describe my plan for teaching Unit 12, which is provided by Complete FC coursebook, Staying Healthy. So to get started, I'd like to introduce my unit portfolio. Then I will show you my unit overview. Finally, I'll give you some details about my assessment plan. Okay, now we shall begin. Okay, so this is my unit portfolio for this unit. As you can see, there are 5 main folders. The first folder contains a variety of assessments. So for my unit project, I'd like the students to use the checklist to assess the collaboration skills. Here you can see. Then use the self-assessment to assess the contribution to the group through the contribution feedback or the self-assessments. This is mainly used for the research conduction part. Right, as you can also see, there is a feedback rubric. This is dedicated to the oral presentation, in which student will present the findings. We have 4 criteria. The oral presentation feedback will be judged and assessed by 4 scale levels, from 1 to 4. So, last but not least, is the scoring guide mainly used to assess students' research products, and the maximum score is 100. And you can also see the criteria in here. Okay, so now let's move up to the student sample folder. As you can see, I've provided students with the sample inquiry for research, since this part should be able to guide them how to collect data properly. Next folder in the portfolio is the student support. I also include a teacher support folder, as I've found a teacher's book version of this FC Complete teacher book is very convenient for teachers to assess students with greater accuracy. So then let's move up to the last folder, which is the unit plan. Okay, so now I'd like to move up to our next main point, is the unit overview. As you can see, in the first thing is the unit title, which also the subject area covered for this unit is health and medical science. And this is suitable for the students who's in grade 10 or more. And the approximate time needed is approximately 4 weeks. Right, so now let's take a look at the unit summary. So, taking on the role of a psychologist, students collect people's response on the daily routine which affects their health most. So at this point, students should use the inquiry that they have made to gather the data. So for more information, you should refer back to the student sample for more details about this. So, as they have to use the inquiry, so based on that, student will give some advices to improve or to maintain the interviewee's health and at the same time, record the benefits that had can influence on the performance at workplace by inquiring them. So, finally, based on the data given, students make a report on the importance of health towards people's life. This will be assessed through the scoring guide and the presentation feedback rubric, which is I have already mentioned before. After that, students will then answer the CFQ one last time, which is the curriculum framing questions, to see if they still felt the same way about each of the questions as they had earlier in the unit. And after answering these questions in the journal, students will break into small groups and discuss their responses and their overall feelings about the unit. Okay, so you have already known the picture or the gist of my unit like. Now we should move up to the assessment plan. As the purpose is that students not only reach the outcomes mentioned in the unit plan, but also be able to study with the integration of technology and also improve some 10th to 1st century skills, which is included in this assessment plan, and the timeline has already clarified. So the technology has included a variety of opportunity for students and teachers to work online via a wide range of media as shown. So as you can see, in the before project work begins, a gorging student needs graphic organizers is used to begin the unit, where informal assessments are done throughout to check the understanding of students and individuals as a group. So the assessment also occurred by peer feedback and through teacher conference, and then group works, discussions, and questions are used to increase student engagement and higher order thinking skills. Especially critical thinking and analyzing are used throughout the unit. And you can see not only in the project when the student works on period, but also in the first part is the graphic organizers, and then is the after the project's work is completed the reflecting prompts over here. So let's continue then. Students will have the opportunity to deeply examine key vocabulary from the coursebook and reference materials to enrich the background knowledge about effect of daily habits towards health in the modern life, which helps them answer thoroughly all the contained questions as well as to some extent of the unit questions. At this point, students are able to get peer feedback through the peer conference forums and own the gathered data as well as observation group via prompts and checklists throughout the unit's projects. All of these feedback and reflection allow the students opportunities to edit and rewrite work before submitting the final product. Okay. So, for the research assignments, a project rubric is also provided for both the students and teacher to assess the products. A final reflection is given to conclude the unit where students again answer the curriculum framing questions to see if their responses have changed since the beginning of the unit. And this is through the reflecting prompts. So that's all about my project for teaching this unit. Thank you so much for paying such wonderful attention. Goodbye for now.